Alright folks, welcome to the channel. Got this little fluke thing going. Decent bass up there shallow. Middle of the day. I mean, it's like almost 1 o'clock. Just got out here. See if we can make this thing work. Miss that sucker.
I can't screw that up usually.
Yeah. I got a tournament on Kentucky Lake next weekend, and I'll probably be throwing a Carolina rig a lot.
Where's it out of?
It is out of the dam. How far of a drive is it to your lake house?
An hour and 40 minutes.
That's not too bad.
No. We're over there every weekend. Leave on Friday, come home on Monday morning or Sunday, late Sunday. That fluke, the last time I was, there you go.
Not a bad one. That was a little Shakeyhead with the beaver on it. A little flip around and find out.
Yeah.
That's a good little bait, man.
I never even heard of that. Doing that.
Yeah, he just picked it up and started swimming off with it. I can't get him to come up and hit a fluke. I don't know why. I mean, I've had several bites, but they just don't want it. Yeah, I just put a little swivel on it, the front of it, you know, the tag, and that kind of pulls it down. I'll get in that, and if I can just weigh in a fish, I'll qualify for the regional.
There you go.
And we'll see what happens. Of course, I got to catch fish first. I know. This is where I have it at, and it seems all right. And then, you know, tilting at different angles makes a difference too.
Well, I sure enjoy watching your stuff, man.
I appreciate it, man.
I think I've watched every one of them.
Got him. Get up in here. Go, folks. That fish ate it. Throwing a little flip around and find out on a Shakeyhead, man. 1/4 ounce Shakeyhead on the old swim jig rod by Virtus. Man, that's what you want them to do. Got him. Okay, another Shakeyhead fish. We're scraping up a few fish, man. Just throwing a little Shakeyhead with the flip around and find out. Finding out a little bit. I'd like to find out a lot more though. Uh-oh. Got him. Decent fish. God, got off. That's a good fish. About a 4-pounder. New Shakeyhead he pulled off. I need to put a new jig head on here. This thing's kind of stretched out. That was a good one. We just poking around, poking around, and poking around. Got your booty. All right. Man, this is fun. This is fun. I've never really, I haven't put the flip around and find out on a Shakeyhead, and it's definitely working. Shout out to one of the dudes on the channel. I can't remember your name, sorry, but you know who you are. He's the one that mentioned this. I mean, I've really caught him flipping before with this thing, and he watched one of the videos and said, hey, try it on a Shakeyhead. So that's what we're doing, and it seems to be working just fine. Ooh. Got him. Right. Captured one. Got him. Alright, another one. Bites the Shakeyhead. Oh, come on. Got him. Little feller. We'll take him though. Little feller, but we'll take him. Right. Go, another one. Catfish. Look at that guy. Flathead. I haven't caught one of those in a while. Used to catch them all the time in here. All right, folks. Midday / evening update report. Man, we started out shallow. We spent a lot of time shallow. I was throwing a fluke around. Caught one decent fish and had a couple, you know, pull off. And then I kept going shallow and just, it was not happening for me. And I started pulling out a little bit off the grass. And that's where a majority of the fish were that we caught today, or that we've been catching. Kind of that 14 to 10 foot zone. They're just kind of hanging out there, milling around. There are some busting out there. The water temps are 81.3 degrees. I saw right at 83 earlier today. And you know, I love throwing a Shakeyhead. And a guy reached out to me via a video about the flip around and find out, which I've been catching a lot of fish on that, you know, Texas rig. And he said you should try it on Shakeyhead. So that's what we did. We started throwing around Shakeyhead. If you don't know what the flip around and find out, it's just Big Bite Baits version of a beaver. It's a little bit more finessey than Reactions Innovations, and a little bit different action, but it's got a really good glide. And I was throwing it on a 1/4 ounce Shakeyhead. I ran out of the ones that I usually throw. Typically I'm throwing that Jewel Pro Shaky or the Big Bite Baits Shaky without a keeper, but I ran out of the 1/4 ounce size. So we've been throwing this one around. It's a stand-up head. This might actually be a Big Bite Baits. I think it is. It's their version of the stand-up head, but it's got the screw lock keeper on there, which I normally don't use, but I think I need to reevaluate because it was working pretty good today. One thing that I like about this versus the actual, you know, shaky head without the screw lock. Let me show you here. Let's see. When you rig this up on a standard shaky head, you know, no screw lock, it kind of, it won't slide in there pointed. I mean, it wants to lay like this, and that really causes it to glide, and it causes it to twist. So when you're reeling it in, it's doing this, and I don't like that. It's great on a worm, but it doesn't work quite as well. See how that's sitting in there? But if you've got a screw lock, it lines up just like it's supposed to, just like that right there, and you don't get that line twist. So this is all from experience, and this is why we go fishing. But for a beaver style bait, I'm going with this screw lock. It just seems to, it just rides better, and you get less line twists. But 1/4 ounce head, we've been throwing it on. This is the Red Diamond Phoenix Virtus, the swim jig rod, 7'2", medium heavy fast. It's been a great little shaky head rod. It's a great swim jig rod, but it's also a good shaky head rod. And we've got 12-pound Sunline FC Sniper, and we were just targeting little pieces of cover, really, just little stumps and little brush piles and little grass clumps and stuff, just kind of flipping around and keeping an open mind and covering water. I'm going to continue to do that for a little bit longer, and then I'm just going to pick up a toad and just cover some water with the toad before it gets completely dark. But it's been a fun day so far, and hopefully we can scratch up a few more fish. June bug, I went with June bug because the water is pretty stained, and you know, green pumpkin always works, but there are times when I think June bug works a little bit better. And we threw a, you know, green pumpkin jig around, wasn't getting reaction on that, and as soon as I put this on there, I started to get some bites. So I don't argue with the fish if they're biting June bug. We're gonna throw them June bug. Caught us one. Poor guy, didn't know what the hell hit him. Another one. Okay. Do it again. Dang. Alright, they're definitely on this frog. Holy moly. Right by the dang boat. Come on now. Give me a dang heart attack. There we go. That's a good one. That's what we need. Oh, yes, sir. Look at that little bonus fish. Man, that never gets old. Oh, he ate it too. Absolutely crushed it. Good times. Hope you can see that. She's about 12 pounds. There it is. There we go. How about that? All right, folks, that's gonna wrap it up. It's a good one there. Got that toad right like you want it. That's the Spro, that flapping frog. It's been a really good one, and it gets them good. It's got a really good hook. It's got good action. It's made out of elastic stuff, so you don't go through them. Anyway, man, we had fun. You know, we started shallow, couldn't really get that working. Went out a little bit deeper with that Shakeyhead and that flip around and found out. Closing out the day with a nice fatty, healthy grass frog bass. Not quite a hydrilla gorilla, but cousin to one for sure. Whew, love it, dude. Love it. Till next time. Till next time. Hey, we're going to get those live streams going again. Tuesday night live streams, 8 o'clock. If you're not busy throughout the fall and the winter, come hang out with us for a while. We're doing a $25 Baitworks gift card giveaway on every stream, so it's a great way to support the channel and say thanks and all that kind of stuff. And speaking of Baitworks, THM10, use that code to get you 10% off at Baitworks. Adios, muchachos.